Hey everyone, it's Hannah and welcome back to the Corner of Craft podcast. I hope that you're well. Hey everyone, it's Hannah and today I'm going to be chatting to you about all the projects that I've been knitting and not crocheting, but usually crocheting over this past month. How has January both been the longest month and shortest month at the same time? Can't believe we're nearly in February. It's flown by, which is wild. I feel like I have had quite a lot of time to do knitting and crocheting, but also at the same time haven't done that much crocheting and knitting, so not quite sure where I stand with the amount of progress that I've made on various projects. But we've got one finished object anyway, and 3 whips, which is nice. If you're new here, hello, my name is Hannah. I am a yarn dyer and I also make beaded stitch markers. My business is called Chromatic Yarns. And here on my YouTube channel, I just sit and chat to you about knitting things, yarn things, crochet things, and also the odd studio vlog here and there. I do more studio vlogs over on Patreon now. And yeah, that's what you can expect to find here in the Corner of Craft. As always, links to social media and anything else can be found in the description box below. And I post a new video here every single Friday. So it would be lovely if you were to subscribe. For more information about any of the things that I'm talking about in this video, I do podcast notes. I type them up and they can be found linked in the description box below as well. So if you're thinking, wait, what was that yarn? Wait, who was that pattern by? Description box. I seem to have, oh no, I haven't. I didn't think I'd brought my phone up here with me, so I wouldn't be able to look up who any designers were. I have my phone. Like I said, it's been a long month, hasn't it? But also, you're on the wonk. Strain you up a bit. It's been a long month, but also at the same time, it's been quite fast. I'm vending at East Anglia Yarn Festival at the end of March, and because I don't do that many yarn shows, it means that I start from scratch with stock every year. So I've been trying to be busy making beaded stitch markers, but also I've not made as many as I need to, so I need to get a wiggle on with that. I also need to order more new business cards for like packaging and stuff, because last year I changed my business name, and yeah, too much to do. I've got yarn to dye. I've not even started dyeing yarn for East Anglia Yarn Festival yet. And I just need to like, what is it kids are saying now? Lock in. I just need to lock in. I feel like I'm too old. I'm too old to be using slang. I was chatting with my PT about this yesterday. She's 10 years younger than me. And for the first time, she didn't understand a term that a youth used. And I was like, oh my goodness, welcome. And then I tried to explain to her that growing up, we had like, I can has cheeseburger. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, I know. I'm old. So shall we start off with finished objects? Let's just jump into it. I'm trying to think back on what I've done over the last month. And honestly, I don't think I couldn't tell you what I've done. I've kept myself alive, my husband alive, and my 18-month-old alive. And that is about as good as we can get. She's almost 19 months. Oh my gosh. I feel like that's about as good as it gets. We've been going to nursery. We've had an abundance of colds. I thought I was going to wake up this morning and feel absolutely shocking, but I was asleep by 9:30 and slept until 6. So I'll take the win, because that was a good chunk of sleep. I think I woke up a couple of times in the night, but that's fine. Finished objects. There will be a vlog coming out about this next week, so please act surprised. I did a knitting vlog. I made a pair of sailor slippers by Annie Germain, and I just wanted to see what the hype was all about. And I have a couple of friends who I meet up with, actually not as often as we need to, even though we all live very close together, and life is busy. And so this was going to be Christmas presents, but I didn't get them finished in time. So I've got 1 pair finished and 1 pair in the works. I think I did something when I blocked them, because they were a bit lumpy bumpy, and I tried to smooth it out. I don't know if I overwashed them or what. They came out quite small. I had to stretch them quite a lot when they were wet still, but hopefully they will be worn, and as they're worn they'll like stretch out a little bit. But I made a pair of sailor slippers. Ooh, washing detergent smells nice. I used Drops snow to make these in an off-white, a black, and then like a red colour. And they're really fun. I don't fully understand the hype and why people were making so many pairs of them, because I'm kind of bored with making them now. I need to finish the second pair. I don't fully understand the hype, but I'm glad I made them. I have yarn left over, so I might have to make the tiny pickle a pair. But I don't want to buy, I don't know, maybe I will buy the pattern. It might be useful. Maybe I'll start gifting them to more people. Should get some grippy stuff to put on the bottom of it so they're not as slippy slidey. But I put them in the washing machine for an hour and a half. They did not go in the tumble dryer. And I fear I should have just done an hour. With the next pair, I might just do an hour. And then I can't work out which way around they are. Next time I'll do an hour and maybe put them in a pillowcase. I think it's just I just put them in the washing machine like this, and then maybe they just got a bit nushed. I don't know. But I made a pair of sailor slippers, and it was quite a satisfying knit. I just felt some FOMO. They kept coming up on my social media feeds, and I was like, you know what? I want to see what the hype's all about. These aren't for me, but we're the same size foot, which was quite useful because I tried them on my feet when I was stretching them out, and they fit. I'm not that flexible. If they fit me, hopefully they will fit my friend as well. Let's try the other one on, take the Crocs off. And as I will mention in next week's video, if they choose not to wear them, I won't be too heartbroken, because it's just one of those things, like, well, this one's a little smaller, but still fits. If they choose not to wear them and they want to gift them or donate them, that's fine. They can. That is well within their rights to do that. I've got over what people do once I gift them a knit ages ago. So I'm glad they fit my feet. I'm glad that my friends are the same size shoe as me. I'm glad we're all average UK 6s because it meant I could try them on my feet, which was very useful. But sailor slippers, I've made them, and yes. So let's move into whips, because that's all I have finished objects wise. I could have had way more, but I've been bead weaving, so all of these could have been finished objects. Let's move on to the second of the sailor slippers that I'm making, living in my bead shop bag from Bead Shop Nottingham. And oh, I seem to have left half of it downstairs. That's fine. So this is the second one. I have one that's already the top and the sole completely finished. I just haven't sewn them together, and I haven't done the I-cord. These were meant to be done for like Tuesday, and I'm actually recording this on Friday, the day that this video is posting. So they definitely should have been done, but they were not done. That's entirely my bad. We went away at the weekend. We went down to Stroud and saw some of Mario's family. We had a really lovely time. The pickle was hell-bent on hurling herself down the stairs because there were no stair gates anywhere, which was really fun because it just meant that when I thought, oh yeah, I'll get some time to sit and knit in the evenings after the pickle's gone to bed. The pickle didn't go to bed until later because we were out doing things with family. And also when she was awake, she runs very fast now when she has the space to. And so I was just running after her as she headed for the stairs, because it was quite a large barn conversion we were staying in with Mario's family. There's many of them. So yes, a lot of the time was spent chasing her, because in our house she can't get that much speed up because there are walls quite close together. But in that barn conversion, big open space, like a whippet, to quote Louis Spence. Yes. This uses, I don't know what the colours are actually called. I don't believe they're on the thing. No, colour 108. So it's like a mint green. I've got so much mint green left. This is the coral, is a brand new ball. I didn't dip into this one at all, so I've got loads left. It's 100% wool, for those who don't know what drop snow is. I should have talked about it before, but It's 100% wool. It doesn't say what kind of wool, but it's 100% wool. It's very loosely spun. It's a single ply, very loosely spun. And it's excellent for felting. So that is exactly what I'm using it for. And then the base colour, I've chosen like this periwinkle. I wanted a lavender, or more like a purple is what I wanted, like a lilac-y, lavendery purple, but they were sold out. So I went with a periwinkle blue, which coincidentally is the colour of her new car. So it's like I know her very well. I do. And this friend's a bit emo. This one's into pastels. We're a great mix. And yeah, so I just need to get on with these and finish them. And then we'll be laughing. Ha ha ha. I used 8mm needles. I didn't swatch, but then I did measure my gauge as I went, and I've met gauge, so that's fine. And I'm using higher sharps because they are my needles of choice every time. So yeah, I'm now at the point of knitting backwards and forwards on the sole. I won't talk about it too much because there's a whole video coming out about it next week, and I kind of want you to watch that. So, soz. Leave you in suspense. Next, whip. My friend has a baby. He's a toddler now. It was his birthday this past weekend. I wasn't able to go to the birthday party, but because I was away. But I thought, let's knit a jumper for said 2-year-old. I can't believe he's 2. Can't believe my pickle is almost, well, it's over 1.5. She's going to be 2 this year. Where's the time gone? It's both felt like a long time and also no time at all. Though I would have got to grips with motherhood by now, I have not. But I'm making this jumper. It's lovely. This is actually Tin Can Knits Flax DK, and I'm knitting the 2 to 4 year size. And when I'm making it stripy, so this yarn I found in a charity shop, and it was £1.95 for all 3 in a little bundle together, and I was like, perfect. I'm pretty sure it's all acrylic. It feels quite acrylic, and I don't know what brand it is. I don't know, but it was double knit. The colours all went together quite well, and so I'm making a stripy jumper. And when I do the colour change, there's that bit. Let's get that out of the way. When I do the colour change, I'm doing knit 3, slip 1, and because it just worked out numbers wise. And it has done the whole time. And then I change colours every 8 rows. And then the sleeves are a little bit janky with the consistency of knit 3 slip 1, but it's fine. It's a sleeve on a toddler jumper. So I've made the body a fraction longer just to accommodate the full, all of the stripes. And then the arms are also a fraction longer because babies grow, toddlers grow, you know? So I may as well make them a fraction longer. They can always be rolled up, the sleeves. But I really like it. I think it's really nice. I was worried it would be almost dirgy in colours, but I think the mustard really picks it up quite a lot. So for the collar, we've got the green, and then we continue the stripes. And then the sleeve ends in the blue for the cuff, and then the bottom ends in the yellow for the cuff. So all the cuffs and collars are different colours. I mean, this one will also be blue. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's a really easy knit. I've made this pattern multiple times before. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. Tin Can Knits have a Flax for 4-ply fingering weight yarn for DK, and also for worsted / Aran weight yarn. This is the Aran weight one, and really easy to follow. I've done a tubular cast off because said friend is a knitter, so whilst she might not notice, if she does notice, she'll appreciate a nice tubular cast off. Good amount of stretch to it, and yeah, easy pattern, easy to follow, easy to knit. Have been enjoying it. Would be finished if I wasn't knitting those slippers. So that is whip number 2. That is living in my Soft Accents project bag that I picked up from the Wool Monty last year. Love it. So pretty and colourful. So big. Fits loads in. Just very much enjoy this bag. I've used it a lot already. Well, I say already, I got it in June, but at the same time I've not actually done that many knitting projects. The other whip that you saw last time that I I haven't touched it, it's just been up here, so that can go back in. But Christmas socks. This is Mrs. Christmas by and Knit, and I just haven't touched them since. They've just been up here since the last time I recorded. The final whip. I'm speeding through these. I feel like I'm going too fast. These are, oh, forgot to say, this is on a 4mm needle. I once again did not swatch at Higher Sharps. Next whip. I'm also filming a knitting vlog of this, but this will be out later because I haven't finished it yet. And I've just noticed on the shoulder a huge catch, which must be a cat has got herself involved with my knitting at some point, which is slightly irritating, but also probably my own fault for leaving it out. So not going to get angry about it, just going to tuck it through, and that's fine. I am making a Doppio sweater. This is a pattern by Sung Hee Hong, and yeah, a Doppio sweater. I have been wanting to make, if you hear jingle jangles, it's my knitting needles. I've been wanting to make one for a while and thought now is finally the time to get on that. So I am doing just that. This is a Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co jumper in its entirety. It uses 3 strands held together, so 2 strands of 4-ply fingering weight yarn and 1 strand of fluff, or you can do it DK and fluff. I'm doing it the former, and the fabric is just so pretty. I love it. I think this is going to get a lot of wear. I started this on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, maybe? And definitely could have finished it by now. But I've been working on other projects instead, so this has kind of fallen on the back burner a little bit because I wanted to get this done, haven't got it done. Wanted to get the slippers done, haven't got them done. So they've kind of taken a forefront, but it's fine. This isn't, it's an ongoing project. I'm filming the process of me knitting them. We both know that I'm not the fastest knitter, so it's fine. I'm working on sleeve 1. I think I've got to the end of the decreases. I need to try it on. I haven't finished the body yet. I don't have needle stoppers, like not needle stoppers. You know the thing you put on the end of your cables to stop all your stitches falling off? I don't have that, so I just put on like really chunky needles on the open cables. But I need to transfer this onto some yarn to try it on to see the sleeve length, because I don't have, okay, one thing at a time. The yarn I'm using is, it's all Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. Let's get your newer logo. These are all your new logos? No, this is your new logo. Let's do new logo. Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. The beautiful Selena. And I am using, this is Celine from her Elysium collection. It's beautiful grey blue with pink and purple in, and then I'm using Dream You of Candy Unicorn on her Magical Mohair base. This is on her High Fantasy base, which is 100% Superwash Merino. Magical Mohair, which is 72% mohair, 28% silk. It's literally what I thought at first time, but then I doubted myself. And then technically her Magical Mohair base, but this is an old base because this has been in my stash for a long time. Dream of Candy Unicorns. Also High Fantasy, sorry, not Magical Mohair, High Fantasy, which is 100% Superwash Merino. But she has a new 100% Superwash Merino base now. So this one, they look a bit different, but that's fine. So this is just beautiful pastels and it's a bit warmer than Celine, but I thought let's hold them all together. I've got all 3, let's hold them all together, and you know what, it's created such a beautiful fabric. I really, really like it. So it's quite a chunky knit. I'm using 6mm needles, and I believe the collar calls for 5.5 or 5, I can't remember. But between this and my slippers, my chunky interchangeable set are getting a lot of usage, and I never usually use chunky needles. I'm knitting the 42-inch bust size. Hindsight, maybe should have gone up 1, but I'm not sure. So I decided to pause. This is my last ball of Celine. I have a tiny bit left attached to the bottom, and then this is my last ball. So I thought what I would do, I have extra of these. I thought what I would do is I would knit the sleeves first until they're an adequate length for me, because I have gorilla arms. I always end up having to knit sleeves like an inch longer. But also, Sung Hee Hong has said that she's only 5'1", and I am not 5'1", I'm about 5'7". I don't actually know, but I think I'm about 5'7". I've got hair everywhere. I'm molting. Yes, I think I'm about 5'7". So I'm, you know, significantly taller than the designer. So I thought if I make it and try it on, then we'll see. Once the sleeves are long enough, I can then knit the body until basically I ran out of yarn. That was the thought process, instead of knitting the body and then running out of yarn on the sleeve. I haven't alternated skeins. Usually I'm very good at doing what I'm told in life, and also in my knitting patterns. And I'm very, like, stringent, is that the word? With, is it raining again? It is. I'm very, I don't know. I try really hard to do what I'm told and alternate skeins when I'm knitting with hand-dyed yarn, because as a yarn dyer, I know how inconsistent skeins can be from like one to the next, even when they're in the tray all together. With this one, I chose not to alternate skeins because I was like, I'm holding 3 skeins together. Having 6 skeins on the go might be a little bit much for 1, my brain, and 2, the Wool & Vine project bag I happen to be using, which definitely would not have fit 6 skeins and a jumper in. It barely fits this now, hence the catch. But that's fine. I think it's worked out. The sleeve, you can kind of tell. The sleeve is the new trio. Then the body is the old trio. You can't tell. You can't tell. You can't tell. I think it's also because obviously it's a smaller circumference. It's just slightly pinker and slightly bluer than the body is. And I'm absolutely fine with it. It's minimal. So, yes. I'm excited. I'm excited. I've done the decreases that I need to on the body, and I just thought I'll just knit the sleeves, then I know how much yarn I have, and then I'll finish the body. And it just feels smart to do that, but it is annoying because it does mean I can't just like pop the jumper on. I do have to like thread yarn round. It's very much a non-issue. It's just me complaining for complaining's sake, but that is the point I am at with it. So, ta-da! Jumper. This has been great knitting for whilst I have been playing Dagger Heart with my friends. So, yeah. It's just quite mindless. It's quite nice. It grows quickly because it's quite chunky needles. It's quite an open gauge, so I'm interested to see how well it wears. I think it might pill quite a lot. Luckily, I do have a little depiller, so that isn't an issue. But very glad to get some yarn from my stash used because I desperately needed it. And hopefully I will finish this by the next time I see you, but let's not hold our breaths. I'd like to knit a couple of jumpers this year. I'd like to get a couple of sweater quantities out from my stash, but we shall see. I want to knit something other than a stocking stitch jumper this year, because I don't know, I feel like I really enjoy stocking stitch because it's quite mindless and I can do it whilst I'm watching a pickle, and you know, charts and everything. It's a bit more difficult when I'm watching a toddler running around. Maybe I need to hold off on trying to do cables and whatever until the pickle's a little bit older and can entertain herself a little bit more. I say that, she is alright at entertaining herself, just not for long periods of time. But those are my whips, that's all I've got. That's all the knitting that I've got. I haven't bought any yarn, she says with no confidence. I don't think I have. I think I've been quote unquote good. Is it good? No. But the goal is to have a net negative from my stash, which means I can still buy yarn. I just need to make sure I use or destash more yarn than I buy. I went along to the Aldi wool event. It was Aldi Wool Week a couple of weeks ago, and I went along And then I almost bought some because I really wanted to make a pink and red stripy jumper for Valentine's Day and then beyond. But the pink, I don't know, it just wasn't the right shade. And I was like, I know the hues that I want and I know that they sold them in the range. So then I went along to the range and they basically don't have much yarn in stock. So I don't know if that means that they're just going to stop selling yarn. It's not the best quality yarn in the range anyway, so it's probably good. And there's a local yarn shop that I can pop along to and support. So, but truth is, I'm probably not going to be able to knit her a tiny jumper before Halloween, no, before Valentine's Day. So just need to get that idea out of my head, really, don't I? Yes. Shop news. There's not a whole lot to report for shop news. I have decided my Advent theme for this year. It's very exciting. And leave your guesses in the comments down below. If you are in Patreon and you already know, don't say anything. Don't spoil it for everyone. I just want to see what people are thinking. And I'm just busy prepping for East Anglia Yarn Festival at the moment. I need to get back to yarn dyeing. I'm really struggling with like working at the moment, which sounds like such a stupid thing when you're self-employed, but it's difficult when the motivation comes from within or has to come from within. When you go to work, you work for someone else. Not that I've done that for almost 8 years now, but I do remember what it's like. You get told what to do for the most part, and you have like, I've never worked in an office, so maybe it's different in an office. I don't know. I've worked in cafes and shops, but you get told what to do day to day, and you know what the expectations are, and it's very easy to just, even if you're not feeling like mentally on it, I've got a clip, I'm going to stop playing with it because it's going to be annoying. Even if you're not like mentally on it, you can just kind of go into customer service mode and then it's fine. But when you're working for yourself and you're trying to find like the inner motivation to do things, it's difficult, it's tricky, it's annoying that, I don't know, yesterday I did very little. Yesterday I got up, I took the pickle to nursery, I came back, I was like, I'm exhausted, I must be coming down with a cold. I'll just lay down and shut my eyes for half an hour. 2 hours later I woke up from my nap, so clearly I needed it. And then I bead wove some chickens, which are really cute. They're really cute, 3D beaded chickens, absolutely adorable. I'm really enjoying making them, but I just need to I just need to do more work, always. But I'm finding it very difficult to be inspired with like collection ideas and things like that at the moment. And I think this often happens after I do Advents, because I spend so long working on Advents that I kind of get out of the routine of doing things, and then I didn't really get in the routine of doing things last year. So I would love to launch a collection around the time of East Anglia Yarn Festival. I'm just struggling to think of like inspiration right now. So shall we hop into life stuff? This is just going to be a bit of a shorter episode, I think. Just a bit of a shorter podcast. I'm not going to apologise. It's the way life is at the moment. Also, probably good because I need to edit this today and upload it today, as well as get this uploaded today. Oh no, an end that I'd forgotten to trim. How did that happen? Yes, I need to get this vlog edited today because I need to send it off to someone. I have a sponsorship on the video. How very exciting. I say I have a sponsorship. I was gifted something. I wasn't paid money, but it's fine. But I need to send it off for them to approve it. So, life stuff. Went down to Stroud. That was really lovely, spending time with family. There was a big party for some family members, and so we were surrounded by family and then their friends as well. There was like loads of them. And it was fascinating to see how comfortable the pickle is with strangers. Yeah. She wasn't too clingy. She was just running off, having a lovely time. As long as she could see us, she was fine. The moment she couldn't see us, she panicked. So I was just making sure that I was chasing her around. And also there were a bunch of like older people there who aren't necessarily used to being around small people. So I just had to make sure that she wasn't getting trodden on and stuff. Anyway, as long as she could see us, she was very happy, which was good. And hopefully that means we've done something right in the raising of her. She's getting on well at nursery, which is nice. She's starting to say more words, which is nice. And yeah, went to go to see A Christmas Carol Goes Wrong. That was on Wednesday. Probably why I was so tired yesterday. But that was lovely. Very funny, very good. It's kind of like the actors are in a in an amateur dramatics society. They're not, but that's what the premise of the play is, and they're putting on a Christmas Carol. So you see some of the rehearsals, you see some of the casting, blah blah blah, and then like a bunch of things go wrong, and it's really funny. They were on a TV show called The Show That Goes Wrong, and then there's the play that goes wrong, and I've seen Magic Goes Wrong. It's just good. It's good. I enjoy it very much. Yeah, it's very clever as well, because like there are things like lighting falling from the sky, and they all have to make sure they're stood in a particular place. And yes, it's very good. Very, very much enjoyed it. And then went to a family party. Oh, there's a miso. Hi, miso. And there's just been like just doing things, day-to-day things, just going out. Oh, we'll have a walk around IKEA. You know, the weather's not great. We can't go out and do a bunch of things. Are you coming to sit on my lap, Bubba? She is. People are obsessed with this little white dot on your tail, Pickle. This isn't the Pickle. I just now, all three of them, the Pickle, capital T, capital P, and then Miso and Kimchi, who are the cats, this is Miso, they all are collectively like one in my head now, so they all share nicknames. Don't you? You all share nicknames. I need to cut your claws at some point, so you need to sit on my lap when I'm downstairs with the snippy tool. We took a nap together. I think that's one reason the nap was so long yesterday, was because I woke up and she was laying on me, and it was like a weighted blanket, which was lovely. But it could also be because I slept for 5 hours that night, so it was probably just me finishing up on sleep. Anyway. Yeah, I need to find something to do to entertain the Pickle this weekend, because it's going to be raining all weekend. Mary is working all weekend, so I need to find something to do to entertain her, and I don't drive, which means if we get the bus, we get the tram, then it just means getting wet. I can drive, I don't drive, that's the difference. But yeah, other than that, we're watching Stranger Things from the beginning. No spoilers. Thank you. We're on season 3. We're, I think, 2 episodes left of season 3, and really enjoying it. It's bringing back my obsession with the 80s. I was not born in the 80s. I'm very much 90s. September 1990 I was born. So, but I have always had a bit of an obsession with it. Obviously, Motley Crue. I always had a bit of an obsession with the 80s. And 80s fashion. Gem and the Holograms, got very obsessed with that when I was 15, 16. And just 80s fashion in general. And so I can feel the pull of 80s fashion. Winona Ryder's hair in season 3, I would like that on my head. So I have to text my hairdresser to see if it's viable. I might actually have to start styling my hair though. Because yeah, like a little, it's a mullet basically. It's a bit of a mullet situation, like a long, I don't know, with a fringe. Don't mind me, so I'm just sat here first, you know. People say they don't mind you being in it, but golly gosh, you don't have to take up all of the thing. But other than that, it's just, yeah, yarn show prep quite a lot of the time, sitting in bead weaving quite a lot. I'm watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which I'm really enjoying more than I thought I would, even though none of them should be friends. I mean, they're all friends of convenience, I think, but none of them actually should be friends because they clearly all hate each other. I don't understand. I don't know. Especially some of them. Some of them are nearly my age, and it's just like, come on, by that point, your brain is fully formed. Life is too short for you to be hanging around with people you clearly don't like. Some of them it's less so because they're like early 20s, and yeah, can't help but think that like I was at a very different point in my life when I was 22. I was still at university and I was still staying out until the wee hours, getting very drunk, and in all fairness I was still doing that at 26. So one thing I really liked about German nightclubs was that they closed really late. Anyway, can you stop rubbing your face on the tripod. You can do it on knitting projects, that's fine, but on the tripod, you're making everything wonky. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for sitting here and spending some time with me. I hope you've got some rows done on your project. What have you been working on? Let me know. Leave me a comment down below. Are there any TV shows that we should check out after we finish Stranger Things? We've still got a couple of seasons to go. We generally... Oh, it's Traitors. Traitors was also great, wasn't it? I haven't actually watched the final because it happened on Friday when we went down on Friday to Stroud. So I actually missed the final, but I also know who won because it's impossible to miss. Yeah, so let me know if there's any other TV shows I need to watch. That'd be great. And with all that being said, is that everything? Maybe. Follow me on social media if you would like to. Links can all be found in the description box below, along with anything else that I think you might need. And yeah, I will catch up with you all very soon in this vlog where I make these slippers, which I will also be finishing to edit today. Hooray! Computer day, as well as bead weaving. I'm trying to do it all, and I cannot do it all, but I'm trying. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being you, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!